Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Nagredi, Roshan, Jagadishwari, Maran, Pramod, Praveen, Satya, Nazar, and many more who are all online. Welcome to this great grand session of our full-scale grand test discussion. Today is 25th. Another 10 days, 10 nights to pass before we are going to conquer the enemy army and going to become the winner. You're all sure, you all worked hard really. I have been seeing you all guys past 1 year, almost every day, spending time with you all guys. Thank you, Satya. Merry Christmas to everybody. So let's make the great beginning and pray the Lord to give us an opportunity to become what we are born for. Right, Doc? What we are manufactured for. So let's start, Doctor. A 40-year-old woman. The histopathology of the cervix has been shown to you. What is the next step in the management? We need to do colposcopy. Any abnormal pap smear, you need to basically follow it up, the abnormally looking areas with a pap smear. This is the radiograph of the invertogram. Typically it is taken after 6 hours. It is typically done in case of anal atresia. You have done air contrast enema and the ultrasound is showing that coiled appearance, which is the classical feature of intussusception, which is led by the subserosal lipoma, is what you should remember. Now, doctor, in the newborn, what is this being shown? Mongoloid spots. So typically, they are due to the entrapment of the melanocytes in the lower half to 2/3 of the dermis is what you need to remember. The X-ray which has been shown to you typically is showing upper lobe infiltrates. So you should know all causes of the upper lobe and lower lobe infiltrates, doctor. So it is classical of silicosis. Silicosis, it is the mid-zone or the periphery of the upper lobes where you typically see. In this patient who has head injury, what is the inhalational agent of choice? Any given day, thiopentone is a good option in this given case of the head injury. So what are the contraindications for the halothane anesthesia, doctor? Any previous injury of the halothane-induced hepatitis, pheochromocytoma, any fixed cardiac output lesion like aortic stenosis or mitral stenosis is what you should remember. The patient is in labor whose 2D echo has been shown to you. So, which form of anesthesia do you want to do? So fundamentally what you are seeing is a narrowed mitral valve. So in mitral stenosis, epidural anesthesia is the one which is basically indicated. Now doc, I'll try to run fast because time is money, and I'm very sure you all guys had taken a sumptuous opportunity, 3.5 hours of time to take our grand tests. Please remember, every day our grand tests are uploaded by evening 8 p.m. into onlinembbs.com video library. You get an opportunity to take the test before next day. I take 1 to 1.5 hours of my time to interact with you on a discussion so that you will introspect and know what topics am I really going bad. Every day I keep telling the same. The job of a teacher is honestly not to teach. The job of the teacher is to inspire you to learn. So that's the reason every day I'm telling you the same, that the purpose of a grand test is not about getting embarrassed looking at the score and crying that, oh my God, I am becoming more panicky. That is not the purpose. The purpose of the grand test क्या होता है? The purpose of the grand test is you need to pick up 10 topics. अच्छा भाई, at 10 topics में I got seriously wounded. Let me introspect. Let me go back to the onlinemmbbs.com video library. There are 2 lakh PowerPoint slides like this. 30,000 MCQs discussed, debated topic-wise from AIMS, All India, PGI, FMG, NEETPG, DNB and all these exams. You also have theory review if you really want to first build a foundation. Everything is available additionally across the year. 500 hours of live online interactive session. We will be having every day 2 hours. So you have everything on the onlinemmbbs.com video library. So also tell your juniors, doctor, our 2021 session and admissions have started. Students are taking subscription. You can tell your juniors, this is the best place. East or West, online MBBS is the best way. You get more than the teacher. You get a lot of classmates across country. You have beautiful WhatsApp groups of about 20,000 students. Every 5 minutes you are getting a question and you are a part of a discussion across the year. That's the beauty part of it. So, doctor, good to see Deepika, Indrani, Satya, all our old gang has joined. Now, mandibular arch, let me tell you, doctor, brachial arch derivatives, examiner mercilessly will ask you in the tomorrow's exam. It is the incus and malleus, not the stapes, which come from the mandibular arch is what you have to remember. Satya rightly says, stapes foot plate from otic capsule, except foot plate, everything from mandibular arch. Professor Satya Mitra Chaudhary, very good. Satya, what is your favorite branch, doctor? So you should remember few important points about the pharyngeal arch. The first pharyngeal arch is called mandibular. It gives rise to 2 processes: mandibular process, maxillary process. The structures developing from the cartilage of the first arch is Meckel's cartilage. Very good. Satya want to be in the limelight of stormy emergency medicine. There are 2 branches, doctor. Lifelong you are young and you are on the toes. What are they? Emergency medicine. Actually, this used to be my passionate branch. After MD General Medicine, I thought of doing DM emergency medicine and intensive care. My students never gave the time. They said, sir, there are so many people to manage their emergencies. You are the guy who is born to manage our emergency of getting the seat. So please spend a fruitful time with us. So let me tell you, 2 branches, emergency medicine, anesthesia. Throughout life you are on the toes, you are young, you are running around, you are sprinting around. There are 2 branches where you can beautifully lace out. Radiology, dermatology, whatever. It's like an air-conditioned, chilled. But you also earn a lot. So that's the thing, right? Good. Satya is going to finish the unfinished job of the last samurai. So I'm very sure. Definitely, doctor. So incus and malleus, first pharyngeal arch. Sinomandibular ligament and anterior ligament of the malleus, first pharyngeal arch. Now, doctor, nerve supply of the nail bed of the index finger, index, examiner is showing you index. What is it supplied by? It is supplied by the median nerve, ulnar nerve, anteriointroitious nerve, but not radial nerve. So you have to be very sure, doctor. This is the typical, you can see, this is the typical distribution of ulnar. CAT1. This is the area radial nerve. Then Typically, it is nail beds which are supplied by the median. So that is what you need to basically appreciate. Now, doc, paraxial mesoderm, what does it contribute? Very good to see 47 online students on this snowy Christmas. How many of you are in the snowy part of the India? Right? For our South Indian guys, Shimla is like Switzerland, right? So those who are in the Himachal, please raise your hand. Who is from Himachal? Some of you are from Nepal. I'm sure Nepal weather must be quite snowy. Now, doctor, paraxial mesoderm, excellent. Nagredi saab sahi bolta hai, skeletal muscle. Keep punching your answers, doctor. The muscles of the head are derived from 7 somatomeres. So, the somites extend from the occipital region to the tailbud. There are 42 to 44 somite pairs. So, they're all paraxial mesodermal derivatives is what you need to remember. Which is a operculated sulcus. Operculum means lid, like a lid. Operculated sulcus. Lunate sulcus is operculated. भैया lunate क्या होता है? The lunate sulcus को दूसरा नाम होता है simian sulcus. It is also called sulcus lunatus. It is found in the occipital lobe. It is found in the humans. Compared to apes, monkeys, big brothers, it is typically larger in human beings. Occipital lobe, this lunate sulcus. So, occipital is also the area for our visual cortex. So, between V1 and V2, the lunate sulcus marks an area is what you should understand. So, this is how, doctor, you can appreciate much more clearly that in Homo sapiens, in the occipital lobe, typically this area where the sulcus is called lunate sulcus is larger compared to that of the chimpanzees, etc. So that is the point. Honestly speaking, because I need to take a class for you guys, today only I came to know, oh, this is called lunate sulcus. Examination, NEETPG examiner ka, anything on the planet Earth he can ask. That is the biggest problem, right? But anything in the planet also is organized into 953 topics. Spend half an hour time of yours on each of it. That will give you around, ask you to 450 to 500 hours is maximum required to prepare for the entrance across the year, right? Now, neuroepithelial cells, what are they? Oligodendrocyte, neuron, ependymal cells, etc. Not the microglial. Sinus venosus, what are the things that drain into the sinus venosus embryologically? You have to be very sure. Umbilical vein, vitelline vein, common cardinal vein, they all drain into sinus venosus. Is what you should remember. अच्छा इसके बारे में एक 4-5 points mugging करेंगे. Typically in the 4th week, sinus venosus has a right and left sinus horn. Right and left sinus horn. Each horn receives blood from 3 important veins. वो क्या है? Vitelline vein. Vitelline का दूसरा नाम है omphalomycentric vein. Umbilical vein, common cardinal vein, these are the 3 things that drain into the sinus venosus. At 5th to 7th week, the left umbilical vein and left side vitelline vein, they both disappear. The left side common cardinal vein also will disappear at 10th week. And the remaining part of the left horn of the sinus venosus, it forms 2 things. One is coronary sinus, हमारा दिल का venous drainage. And oblique vein of left atrium. What is the other name given for the oblique vein of left atrium? The vein of Marshall is the name given for the oblique vein of the left atrium. Now, the right horn of the sinus venosus is the only communication between the sinus venosus and the atrium. That is the thing that you need to remember. Finally, the right horn also is incorporated into right atrium and it forms the smooth part of right atrium. राइट एट्रियम को काट के अंदर देखे तो आपको एक ट्रेबिक्युलेटेड पार्ट रहता है, एक स्मूथ पार्ट रहता है. वो स्मूथ पार्ट इज नथिंग बट द राइट हॉर्न ऑफ द साइनस विनोसस व्हिच गॉट इनकॉर्पोरेटेड. एग्जामिनर इज वेरी श्योर अबाउट साइनस विनोसस का पूरा स्टोरी. So be very sure, doctor, in the tomorrow's exam. Now, the blood supply of the hind gut. ये तो even a small infant also will answer correctly. Come on, punch your answers, doctor. Inferior mesenteric artery. Inferior mesenteric artery. Where is larynx located? Larynx is located between C3 to C6. Between C3 to C6 is an anatomical landmark where the larynx is located. Be 100% sure, doctor. Nucleus ambiguous is a motor nucleus for what? 9th, 10th, 11th. 9th, 10th, 11th. Glossopharyngeal vagus. 10th, 9th and 11th. It is the nucleus ambiguous. Nucleus ambiguous, where is it located? Lateral part of the medulla mein. That's the reason in the lateral medullary syndrome, when the lateral medulla is involved, nucleus ambiguous is also involved. Because of its involvement, what will happen? Patient will have a difficulty in swallowing, etc., etc. is what you need to remember. Bulbar palsy. अरे वाह, सत्या तो एकदम गर्भाधर्म निकल रहे. So, posterior cord of the brachial plexus. What does it supply? चलो देखेंगे कितने लोग right answer किया. Question number 210. Punch your answer, doctor. Punch your answer. Yes. Very good. Lavanya. I might have told 1,000,000 times. I might have said Lavanya. My younger sister is Lavanya, elder sisters are Kalyani and Sujata. So, I belong to a big family of girls. So, very good. So, everyone is saying Tiris Maina, Badya. Only Amin is clean ball. Okay, doc. So, let us be sure on the brachial plexus, posterior cord. Upper subscapular nerve. It supplies subscapular, C5, C6 root. Thoracodorsal nerve, it supplies latissimus dorsi. It also comes from C6, C7, C8. Lower subscapular nerve, it also comes from C5, C6. It supplies teres major. Teres major. Axillary nerve, it supplies the area where IPS officers put no Indian Police Service. It's called regimental area. That is the place where axillary nerve is supplying. And it also supplies teres minor, deltoid. Teres minor and deltoid. That is the favorite question of the examiner. Examiner पूछेगा भैया teres minor को कौन supply कर रहा है? Teres major को कौन supply कर रहा है? What is your answer, doctor? Teres major is lower subscapular nerve. Don't forget. Teres minor and deltoid are by axillary nerve. Please don't forget. Then the radial nerve also comes from the posterior cord. C5, C6, C7, C8, T1. C8, T1 supplies posterior cutaneous nerve of the arm. C6, C7, they supply the brachioradialis, and C5 triceps brachii, supinator, angonius. That is what you need to remember. So, doctor, you are now very sure. So what I am trying to tell you is, if you have done this question wrong, you should not look back. That is the whole purpose. Remember, every December 1st, every year, December 1st to January 4th, every day one full scale grand test, and there will be a discussion. That is the time where you consolidate all your preparation. And what is our strategy in the remaining days? In the remaining days, every Saturday, you have January to November 30th. कितने महीने हैं? 11 months. You have 44 Saturdays, 44 Sundays. So every Saturday, one subject test and grand test, subject test and discussion. Every Sunday, one full-scale grand test and discussion. Then Monday to Friday, every day, every week, Monday to Friday, we have 5 days, around 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, depending upon our energy levels. We have a live online interactive class. And every week almost, you will be finishing one subject. So the game plan is this year, 2020, from January to June 30. January 1st, 6th to June 30. We want to finish 10,000 MCQs from 19 subjects in foreign medical graduate exam. MCA screening test with 10,000. Very good questions are there. Topic wise classified, and then we will discuss. Then June में हमारे साथियों MCA screening test के प्यारे भारतवासियों एंट्रेंस के लिए जाएगा. Then starting from July 1st to November 30th, there are about 7,000 MCQs in PGI Chandigarh, last 15 years. They are also topic wise classified, and we will have a discussion. So that is our live program. So you can tell your juniors, they need not go anywhere, they can always join. So please call 9000-868-356 to get an early bird discount to join our subscribe to our online mbbs.com video library. So now doctor, skeletal muscle, what type of GLUT receptor doc? GLUT4 receptor. Very important question. Now the time has come. इसके पहले भी हम डिस्कस किया, अभी भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. GLUT1, it is there in most of the cells. All our basal glucose uptake is controlled by GLUT1. Barabar? GLUT2, it is there in liver, beta cells, hypothalamus, basolateral membrane of the small intestine. It is the carrier for glucose and fructose in liver and intestine. Then GLUT3, it is there in neurons, placenta, testis, brain. It is also basal glucose uptake. GLUT4 is important. 2 reasons. GLUT4 is there in skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, fat. Second, GLUT4 activity is increased with insulin. इंसुलिन से इंक्रीज होने वाला ग्लूट क्या है? GLUT4 है. सेकेंड, स्केलेटल मसल, कार्डियक मसल, फैट में रहने वाला ग्लूट कौन है? GLUT4 है. You have to mark this point, doctor, at any cost. Excellent. Satya is ready to take a chaku and fight with like a gladiator in the tomorrow's exam. Good, good. That should be the spirit, doctor. Next 10 days, your glucocorticoid levels high, your energy levels high, suprachiasmatic nucleus high, amygdala high, Pepet's circuit high. Everything should be high. Be very sure, doctor. No taking back. If anybody scratches you also, like a psoriatic scales come out, no? Little scratching, that's called auspicious sign of NEETPG. क्या है मालूम? कोई scratch करे तो भी आपको immediately subject बाहर निकलना है until the next 10 days. Be very sure, right? So GLUT5, Satya says catecholamines also high. GLUT5 is involved in fructose transport is what you need to remember. So और एक बार summarize करो डॉक. GLUT1 RBC brain, GLUT2 liver kidney pancreas, GLUT3 neurons, GLUT4 adipose and skeletal muscle, GLUT5 small intestine testis, GLUT7 liver. And what is the function? 1, 3, 4 glucose uptake from the blood. GLUT2 blood and cells either direction. GLUT5 fructose transport. So please don't forget doctor, इसका फुटवा ले लो दिमाग के अंदर. और कल के नीट पीजी में ग्लूट के बारे में आए तो एग्जाम हॉल से बाहर आने के बाद स्पीड पोस्ट में मुझे कैडबरी चॉकलेट भिजाओ, राइट? डेफिनेटली आएगा डॉक्टर. सो दिस इज हाउ वी नीड टू कंसोलिडेट. सर्केडियन रिदम, who controls our sleep, doctor? And also once more remember doctor, all hypothalamic nuclei, if you have done this question wrong, all hypothalamic nuclei which controls temperature, hunger, satiety, etc. Shivering, you should know, anterior, posterior, lateral, hypothalamus, etc. Okay, so circadian rhythm is controlled by suprachiasmatic nucleus. Writing reflex basically is a vestibular reflex. So what are the types of reflexes that you know, doc? We have segmental reflexes like stretch reflex, crossed extensor, positive support, negative support. They are all spinal cord level. Tonic reflexes like tonic neck, tonic labyrinthine, they are all medullary. Writing reflexes, neck writing, labyrinthine writing, body writing, they are all midbrain. Limb writing, optical writing reflex is cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex. That is what you need to basically remember. So if you talk about body writing reflex, whenever the animal lies on the ground, the side which is in contact with the ground is constantly stimulated while the other side is not. Other side is not. And this differential stimulation of the deep structures in the body reflexly rights the head in the correct direction. That is called body righting reflex. So body righting reflex is mediated by whom? Midbrain. Whereas tonic, neck and labyrinthine writing reflex, postural reflex is by medulla. That's what you need to appreciate. Whatever, good to see 60 online classmates. Please inform your other friends. Also, doctor, that we have a live class. Just drop a line in the WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, all groups that our live class started. Some of the students have personally requested, sir, please give us a quick review on radiology, right? Radiology. So I'm planning to conduct a quick session, 200 images that you need to know in radiology before NEETPG 2020. That is the plan. एक फटाफट review करेंगे radiology का, right? So please don't forget to call our helpline 900868 and try to become part of our WhatsApp study group. Also click on the bell sign on this youtube.com/onlineMBBS so that every time we start the session, you immediately will get a notification on the YouTube, right? So all our live sessions are 100% free, doctor. We love to have students with us. It's like an inborn error of metabolism. For us, unless we teach, spend with you guys a couple of hours. Very good. So, Sri Lakshmi, last session on biostatistics dedicated to Dr. Surekha. So, this radiology session is dedicated to Sri Lakshmi ke farmaish, aapke farmaish, right? So, we will have a review, doctor. So, also if you want any specific topics, no, please send a WhatsApp request. Mention that these are the points, these are the topics I want to. I'm like your personal secretary to help you during your preparation, right, doc? So, a ventrolateral chordotomy. So, typically anterolateral area, if you remove the cord, who is lost, doctor? Lateral spinothalamic tract. But contralateral side. So right leg में relieve करने के लिए पेन को लेफ्ट लेटरल स्पाइनोथैलेमिक ट्रैक्ट को निकालना पड़ेगा. Now, direct innervation from sympathetic system. No parasympathetic supply. Is there any organ which is like that? Yes, sir. Skin. Direct innervation to sympathetic system. No involvement of parasympathetic supply. Pavlov's is conditional response. Dead space volume in a normal person anatomical is equal to physiological dead space. Compliance क्या होता है doctor? Compliance of the lung. It's a measure of distensibility. The change in the volume per unit change in the pressure is called compliance. Total compliance is 0.2. But in emphysema, compliance increases is what you need to remember. Venous blood with high hematocrit. Where do you see? I mean, what do you see in that? We see a high chloride in the RBC, in the venous blood. So this is called chloride shift. Now the question comes, Bhaiya, what is chloride shift? Whenever cellular metabolism is happening, doctor, carbon dioxide is generated. That will diffuse from the tissues into the plasma and RBC. And in the RBC, water and carbon dioxide combine to form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid will break down into H plus and bicarb. And this bicarb is exchanged against chloride. Chloride under, bicarb bahar. So that is the reason this is called chloride shift is what you need to remember. And it becomes reversed when from the systemic the blood goes into pulmonary capillaries. Satya rightly says Hamburger's shift, correct. CO2 from the tissues enter, CO2 plus H2O will give rise to bicarb, carbonic acid and bicarb plus H plus. Bicarb moves out into the plasma, chloride moves into the RBC. This is called chloride shift, is what you should remember. Now, doctor, left ventricular systole, what does it correspond to? When the left ventricle is pushing the blood into the aorta, atrium is undergoing relaxation. Pressure inside it will drop down. How does it reflect in JVP? X descent, the fall of the pressure in the atrium, because the atrial diastole, when the ventricle is undergoing systole, is what you have to emphatically remember. Biochemistry, beautiful subject. At least एक मर्तबा आप रिविजन करना. Doctor, in the onlinembbs.com video library, we have discussed biochemistry. There are 42 chapters. We did a theory discussion, theory. Every topic को लिया, glycolysis को और revision किया. That is one place. Then we took up all the All India, AIMS, DNB, all this question bank, classified them into topic wise, and almost all about 1500 MCQs we discussed topic wise. Once more, they are all falling into these 42 chapters. That is more than enough. Any entrance you go, right? So, especially topics like amino acid metabolism, favorite area of the examiner. Good to see Gagan Kuber giving a little late but latest answers. Very good. So, glutamate, alanine, glyoxylate, they are all the source of the transamination. So, this is the most important, unfortunately, a point that you need to mug in the tomorrow's exam. एमाइनो एसिड मरने के बाद उसके आत्मा जो होता है कार्बन स्केलेटन, वो कहाँ जाएगा उस आत्मा? इसको बोलते हैं वेदांत इन वेद के बाद वेदांत इन बायोकेमिस्ट्री। मरने के बाद आत्मा कहाँ जाता है? पूछा नचिकेत ने यमधर्मराज को। यमधर्मराज ने बोला बेटा नचिकेत, तो नीट पीजी के लिए प्रिपेयर हो रहे क्या? हाँ। तो इसको याद रखना पड़ेगा नचिकेत, नहीं तो तुझे मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा नीट पीजी में। बताओ वो रहस्य क्या है? बोल के नचिकेत ने यमा को बोला। तो यमा ने बोला एलानिन, ग्लाइसिन, सिस्टीन, सेरिन, दे बिकम पाइरुवेट मरने के बाद। आइसोल्यूसिन, लूसिन, ट्रिप्टोफैन, दे बिकम एसिटाइल कोए। Aspartic acid, asparagine become oxaloacetic acid. Tyrosine, phenylalanine, aspartic acid, they become fumarate. Isoleucine, methionine, threonine, valine, they become succinylcholine, succinyl-CoA. Then acetoacetyl-CoA. Leucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tyrosine enter into acetyl-CoA. Anything that enters into acetoacetyl-CoA को बोलते हैं ketogenic amino acid. Is what you need to basically remember. Now, Gagan, sorry that we did not notify in the WhatsApp. Yeah, a lot of our people, there are still about 5 employees I have to pay salaries. I have not yet paid the salaries because most of the students will start buying the subscription from the January. So that is the reason some of our employees, every December is a tough time to run this company because once more students join in the January. So till 25th I didn't pay salary to some of the guys. I am also very shyful to ask them, bhai ye kaam karo, wo kaam karo bolke. Nahi to our people actually work 24/7. Anytime you need any help, our helpline and all the people are cheerfully ready to help you to get the things, and they pass on all your requests down to me, so that gives me an insight into what you need. So we always believe what you need, if I can deliver. So that is the reason, whatever you need, please let us know. We will be happy to deliver that particular lecture, especially in these last days. Serine become glycine. And what is the fate of glycine? Glycine is contributory for a lot of substances because it's the simplest amino acid. Choline, creatine में glycine है. Amino levulanic acid becoming the heme, glycine is there. Glutathione में glycine है. Bile salt में glycine है. Hippurate में glycine है. Glycine is really very, very important. Amino acid is what you need to basically remember. Now, doctor, amino acid, which is used in carnitine synthesis. Which one? It is the lysine, is what you should remember. L-lysine become N-methyl lysine, ultimately become deoxycarnitine and L-carnitine. So carnitine के लिए lysine का जरूरत है. Octant rule, where do you use, doctor? We use it in spectroscopy. It's an empirical rule that establishes the absolute configuration or the stereochemistry. So it is typically used in the case of spectroscopy. That's all. I say bakwas questions ko just you need to remember and forget about it. Now, diabetes and starvation. What do you see? Ketoacidosis. What are ketone bodies? Acetone, acetoacetate, beta hydroxybutyrate. Triglycerides, where are they formed, doctor? Typically in the Golgi apparatus. What is the most powerful chain-breaking antioxidant? Alpha tocopherol. Please apologize me if I am really running very fast because already you have invested 3.5 hours of your time in solving the question paper. So I'll try to quickly validate your answers. Somewhere if we require a little bit of explanation, I will try to spend time. Which isoform of LDH is raised in hemolysis, doctor? LDH2. थायरॉक्सिन सिंथेसिस के लिए टाइरोसिन का जरूरत है. This is a beautiful question. Question number 229. Punch your answer, doctor. Punch your answer. Question number 229. Yes. Question number 229. Lavanya is saying pyridoxine. Manish, nitisinone. Ammaji also, Asper also, Radhika also. Very good. Nitisinone. Honestly speaking, doctor, मैं भी पहले बार सुन रहा हूँ इसके बारे में. Just because I need to discuss, take a class for you guys. Still, what is tyrosinemia? Tyrosine become phenyl pyruvate. Tyrosine become phenyl pyruvate, that become homogentisate, that become malonyl acetoacetate, that become fumaryl acetoacetate. Fumaryl acetoacetate is being divided into fumarate and acetoacetate. That's how tyrosine मरने के बाद उसका आत्मा कहाँ जाएगा? फ्यूमरेट में जाएगा. Also it gives rise to acetoacetate. Since it is giving fumarate, fumarate is a part of the citric acid cycle, it is glucogenic. At the same time it is also giving rise to acetoacetate. That is the reason it is both gluco and keto. Then this fumaryl acetoacetate, for it to be broken into fumarate and acetoacetate, you require fumaryl acetoacetate hydrolase. Deficiency of this fumaryl acetoacetate hydrolase is called tyrosinemia type 1 is what you need to remember. समझ में आया ना? एग्जामिनर के क्वेश्चन बैंक में एक क्वेश्चन है बोले तो नीट पीजी 2020 में क्या पूछेगा भैया? टाइरोसिन टाइप 1 का एंजाइम क्या है? व्हाट इज योर आंसर? फ्यूमराइल. और एक बार मेरे साथ बोलो, फ्यूमराइल एसिटोएसिटाइल हाइड्रोलेस is the one which is deficient in case of tyrosinemia type 1 is what you should remember. Now doctor, how do you take care of this problem? पहला ये फ्यूमराइल एसिटोएसिटेट का तैयारी को बंद करो. कैसे कर सकते हैं? 4-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate become homogentisate. For that you require 4-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate dioxygenase. Try to inhibit that. That is what this fellow nitisinone will be doing, is what you should remember. Gotcha, doc? So what is the enzyme? Hydroxyphenyl pyruvate dioxygenase is the one which is inhibited by nitisinone in the tyrosinemia 1, where the problem is deficiency of tyrosinemia 1 is deficiency of fumaryl acetoacetate hydrolase. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Got it, doc? Now, what is the coenzyme of phenylalanine hydroxylase? Tetrahydrobiopterin. Let me once more tell you, doc. Without a question on coenzymes, vitamins, Which vitamin is the coenzyme? Which vitamin is required for hydroxylation? Which vitamin for the transamination? Everything about vitamins. Prabhat, you'll promise me. If you missed this question, just to go back and do review. Phenylalanine become tyrosine by the action of phenylalanine hydroxylase. इस शादी के लिए पुरोहित को क्या चाहिए? पुरोहित को चाहिए एक हाइड्रोक्साइल ग्रुप. हाइड्रोक्साइल ग्रुप के लिए पुरोहित को क्या चाहिए? एक ऑक्सीजन और एक हाइड्रोजन. हाइड्रोजन को डोनेट कौन करेगा? It is the dihydropterin become tetrahydropterin. Tetrahydropterin converts back into dihydropterin, and that is how the hydroxyl में H plus को का बंदोबस्त हो जाएगा. So that is the reason it is the one which is the coenzyme of phenylalanine hydroxylase is what you should remember. Gotcha? Now, T cell independent antigen. Where does it act? It typically acts on B cell. Keep punching the answers, doctor. Keep punching the answers. So all these live classes are like Agnihotra. We are all like Maharshis participating in doing an yajna called NEETPG yajna. So, Adyam Juhoti Yajnaya Swaha. Everyone should put a little ghee into the Agni so that it comes up, which is the source of energy. Next 10 days, doctor, like a saint preparing for doing a yajna in order to get a boon from the Brahma. You should be in a high mood and high spirit of preparation, doctor. Be very sure. Agglutination reaction क्या होता है? Vidal test. Heart lung machine. How do you sterilize, doc? Ethylene oxide. Transduction, transformation, conjugation. हम तो 8th क्लास 9th क्लास में उस दिनों से पढ़ रहे हैं भाई इसको. So this is the question for 10th class, NEET UG, NEET PG, and also DM entrance also. So transfer of genetic material through bacteriophage, which is a virus. Meningococcal infection के लिए cephalosporin. Salmonella, Shigella, इसको differentiate करने के लिए what is the medium? Medium. Oh my God! One question on medium आएगा डॉक्टर. इसका जवाब, इसका उत्तर नहीं दिया तो मेरे पुत्र, आप immediately you should declare an encounter on culture media is the topic. Without that there is no question paper. Come on, doc. Radhika is saying mannitol salt agar. Radhika beta फटाफट onlinembbs.com वीडियो लाइब्रेरी में रिवीजन करना. सत्या मैं कौन की अगर इट्स ओके. इमरजेंसी मेडिसिन फिजिशियन के लिए एक रॉन्ग आंसर इज ओके. अगर में ओके, राइट? बट सत्या यू आर ऑल्सो क्लीन बोल्ड. अजय मौर्य, नाग रेड्डी, मनीष, इंद्रानी, जिंदाबाद. XLD agar plus lactose plus phenol red indicator plus ferric citrate plus deoxycholate xylose lysine sucrose yeast agar. ये तो मास्टर शेफ प्रोग्राम है. A little pinch of salt along with the slices of cucumber tossed with a little bit of, you have seen master chef, no? Like that XLD medium में ये सब रहता है. Mainly to isolate Shigella from Salmonella. Why do you call XLD as XLD? X is xylose, L is lysine, deoxycholate agar is XLD agar is what you should remember. Now how do you differentiate, doc? अगर वो E. coli है, E. coli का बच्चा है तो yellow colonies. Salmonella का दूध पिए तो black colonies like this. That's how XLDMR will differentiate. Which organism grows in alkaline pH? Vibrio. What is a non-motile organism, doc? Perfringens. Weil's disease, Leptospira icterohemorrhagica is Weil's. Which is non-motile? Burkholderia mallei is non-motile. All these things should come reflexively after spinal cord level से, like a posturing reflex निकलना है. एग्जाम में बैठ के आइंस्टीन के जैसे सोचे तो आंसर्स नहीं आएगा. Which will affect ovary, testis, ovary, favorite areas for mums. Mums is a big sexologist. It knows all sex organs. It loves to go there. Now, doctor, which influenza strain is not of human origin and can cause pandemic? आप सबको मालूम है H5N1, even newspapers में भी बड़े बात हुआ इसके बारे में, हाँ? Now, entamoeba, lectin antigen in the stool, it has got more than 95% sensitivity in case of entamoeba. Head light in the fog. पूरा दिल्ली में कैसे है भाई? जो दिल्ली में है, how is the fog situation in Delhi? Little better? How is it? Anybody from Delhi here? So, headlight in fog, fundoscopy. Come on, punch your answer, doctor. 244. 244. Satya proposes toxo. Prasoon proposes CMV. No, Prasoon. CMV में क्या होता है? फंडस का. CMV में फंडस का क्या होता है? Ketchup, tomato ketchup appearance. Last time we studied hemorrhagic tomato ketchup appearance. Indrani clean bold, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. Vasudev rightly says pizza pie appearance in CMV. Then Lavanya toxo, excellent. So doctor, toxoplasma retinitis, how is it looking like? दिल्ली में एक व्हीकल आ रहे हैं आपके ऑपोजिट में, हेडलाइट इन फॉग अपीयरेंस. सो सिवियर vitritis, when it develops vitritis, headlight in the fog appearance will appear in toxoplasma is what you need to remember. इसका तो आंसर अगर आप नहीं बोले तो I'll cry. I'll really cry. Come on, punch your answers, doctor. Correct answer देना. इसके पहले भी अध्यक्ष महोदय इसके बारे में हम बहुत डिस्कशन किया. Come on. Question number 245. 245. Come on. Hit from the right, hit from the left. Pramod is proposing pneumocystis. Maran also, Radhika also, Anjali also. Very good. Excellent, doctor. So you won't forget that dimorphic fungi का mnemonic HSBC वाले साहब ये प्लान ले लो बोल के परफेक्ट प्लान देता. H is histoplasma capsulatum, S is sporothrix, B is blastomyces, C is coccidoides, perfect is paracoccidoides, plan होता है penicillium morphanii is what you have to be very sure about. Okay, doc, anything, but finally remember dimorphic fungi is the favorite question. So, all these slides are available, all these PowerPoints are all embedded into our onlinemmbbs.com video library, doctor. So, no worries, no tension, जो भी आपको अच्छा लगता है उसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, बाजू में रखो, लास्ट मोमेंट में रिविजन करो. Now, reticular endothelial system. What is the systemic fungus that affects? Histoplasma. Hansen's bacillus, where is it cultured, doc? Lowenstein-Jansen's medium or footpad of the mice? This is important. I think D, no? It is not C. C or D? It is grown in the footpad of the mice but cultured in LJ. like any other mycobacterium. Right. Dark background microscopy, mainly to see the flagella. We use the dark background microscopy. Diphtheria grows fastest on which culture medium? Typically, Loeffler's. इसको कहते हैं Corynebacterium diphtheria को Loeffler's bacillus is what you need to remember. Which streptodominase is most antigenic? This is too much question, doctor. To become neurologist, cardiologist, endocrinologist, plastic surgeon, bloody, which is most antigenic? मालूम होना क्या? Is it really required? So, doctor, never blame your intelligence. You are already intelligent guys, smart guys, brainy guys, guys with a great willpower. That's how you entered medical college. NEETPG is just a filter. ऊपर वालों के हाथ में हम खिलौने हैं. So ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को टेंशन नहीं लेना. याद है तो याद रहेगा, नहीं है तो भी छोड़ दो, कुछ भी नहीं होता. But grossly, you should have conceptual preparation. Two things, doctor. C, common sense. C, confidence. C, clarity in concepts. C cube. उसके साथ एग्जाम को जाओ, you will become the topper. Heparin-induced thrombocytopenia. This is the favorite question, doctor. Why do you use heparin? Heparin is used as an anticoagulant. But a heparin जाके एंटीबॉडी को स्टिमुलेट करके प्लेटलेट के ऊपर हमला करेगा. करने से क्या होता है प्लेटलेट को? प्लेटलेट count will come, and even those few platelets become very sticky. They stick with each other, and that lead to thrombotic tendency and lead to the clot formation in the vessels. So there is thrombocytopenia. They are all sticky platelets, and that lead to development of cutaneous necrosis in case of heparin-induced thrombocytopenia is what you need to remember. So antibodies are formed against platelets. Doctor, let me tell you, day in and day out in our clinical practice, in all the guys, all the clinicians, whether you're an obstetrician, you should know how to anticoagulate. You are an orthopedic surgeon, you should know how to anticoagulate. That's the reason you should be sure on this topic. There is one type 1 hit, type 2 hit. Two types of hit. Already hit बोल के मालूम होना ही दिक्कत है बोले तो उसमें type 1, type 2. Okay. Type 1 presents first to 4 days after you start the heparin. Platelet count normalizes. It is a non-immune disorder. It is the direct effect of the heparin on the platelet activation. Whereas type 2 hit, it occurs 4 to 10 days after the exposure to heparin. It leads to thrombotic, not bleeding, thrombotic complications. It is immune mediated. Whenever we call heparin-induced thrombocytopenia, we are generally referring to type 2 hit is what you have to basically remember. Now, sitagliptin, ramapril, पूरे भगवान के नाम पे राम और सीता इनके नाम पे जरा फार्माकोलॉजी रिवीजन करना पड़ता है. सीताग्लिप्टिन क्या करता है? Come on, punch your answer, doctor. Let me check how many of you are right and wrong. गुर्जर साहब बोल रहे हैं C. Very good. Nag Reddy, C to the power of 5. Vasudev बोलता है all are true. Very good. Satya bhi. Satya is also saying C. That's right. Now let us talk about sitagliptin. 5 points about sitagliptin. If you have done this question wrong, no doc. Pawan Kumar, don't forget. Insulin and oral hypoglycemic agents. Without that, अगर NEET PG हुए तो मेरा नाम मुरली भरद्वाज नहीं है. बराबर? एग्जाम के बाद मिलेंगे, मैं भी नहीं जाऊंगा, आप भी नहीं जाते कहीं भी। एग्जाम के बाद आप आके बोलेगा, अरे सर, we have a question on glargine insulin, lenti insulin, semi-lenti insulin. One of the question on oral hypoglycemic agents and insulin, you should be sure. Typically, we have theory-based review, we have MCQ-based reviews of 30 to 40 minutes of review lectures, all available in our onlinembbs.com library. Please take a chance to do that revision in pharmacology if you have done this question wrong. Sitagliptin, it exerts an action by inactivation of incretin hormones. They will slow down the inactivation. Inactivation को prevent करता है incretin hormones का. So what do? They slow the inactivation of incretin hormones. अच्छा भैया, incretin hormones क्या है? There is one GIP, GLP-1. They are released from the intestine whenever you eat food. And it is the DPP4 which will inactivate this GIP1 and GLP-1. Sitagliptin typically inhibits this DPP4. So that inactivation of GLP-1, GIP doesn't happen, and that will increase and prolongs the action of these hormones. And that typically lead to increased insulin release, decreased glucagon if the GLP is high, GIP is high. So that is how sitagliptin acts. Once more, doctor. Sure, Nagreddy Saab to, he is full of appreciation, admiration, and a good feeling, right? Sometimes that will corrupt a teacher like me. कभी कभी जरा क्रिटिकल कमेंट्स भी दे दो, ये अच्छा नहीं है, वो अच्छा नहीं है, यहाँ इंप्रूव होना है, मुरली भरद्वाज बोल के बोले तो I will improve, right? Last 25 years, almost 2 lakh students, right? Many people made me to translate, transform into a better teacher. Every session I deliver, right? So, sitagliptin, once more DPP4, DPP में DPP4, DPP8, DPP9 है. Only DPP4, there is a selectivity for sitagliptin is what you need to remember. So once you take the meal, that makes the GLP-1, GIP to get released. That is being destroyed by DPP4 to inactivate them. That is being inhibited by sitagliptin is what you need to basically remember. So what is the action of GLP-1, GIP? They increase beta insulin released from beta cell, which is glucose dependent. Similarly, GLP-1, it suppresses the alpha cell glucagon release. That is how the glucose is lowered. Right, doc? Loop diuretics, how do they act? This is an easy question. Thick ascending limb of loop of Henle. Once more, doctor. Diuretics. Without that, there is no question paper in the tomorrow's NEETPG. Sumatriptan, you should know all contraindications. Peptic ulcer, hypertension, migraine. They are the places where more than that. Ischemic heart disease. So, but yes, you should remember any coronary artery disease, contraindication for triptans. Any hypertension, basilar migraine, peripheral vascular disease. Already a patient is taking ergots, SSRIs, tricyclics, contraindication. Pregnancy, lactation, contraindication. And it should not be used more than 2 days a week so that you can decrease the possibility of rebound headache is what you need to remember. Now, doctors, which is not a 5-HT receptor antagonist? Methylsergide, tropisetron, ketanserin, they are all 5-HT receptor antagonist, not lanreotide. What is lanreotide? You have various somatostatin analogs, octreotide, lanreotide, vapreotide, seglitide, etc. Octreotide is potent, long-lasting, less effect on insulin. And where do we use it? Where do we use these somatostatin analogs, doctor? Whatever. I'm so happy to see 72 online students. Even though 10 days mein entrance hai, if 100 of you can come for these sessions, I can call myself a teacher with a good magnetic effect to really give a value addition to the students. So tell your friends to join. Now, acromegaly, gastrinoma, carcinoid, glucagonoma, esophageal varices, Vada syndrome. What is Vada syndrome? Whenever there is a watery diarrhea, hypokalemia, echlorohydria, etc., etc. Whenever there is any villous adenoma, it is leading to secretion, excessive secretion, leading to water diarrhea, hypokalemia, echlorohydria, etc., etc. Now, the drug of choice for a left ventricular hypertrophy. Now, yes, Manish says, too much syllabus for NEETPG, doctors are not protesting against it, simply accepting the challenge and going on. Actually, 19 books को पढ़ने के लिए, each book, anesthesia means पूरा जिंदगी anesthetist बनना बोले तो एक जिंदगी है. 19 lives, like Dashavatar, 19 lives you have to pass within 3 to 4 months of time available during internship. Yeah. But there is a way out if you know what is the examiner's expectation. ACE inhibitors are the drug of choice for the LV hypertrophy. Doctor, what is nesiritide? It is a brain natriuretic peptide analog. It makes the loss of Na into urine. It is used in decompensated congestive heart failure. There are 2 statements. So what are the effects of nesiritide, doctor? Natriuresis, vasorelaxation, renin and aldosterone inhibition, inhibition of fibrosis and increased lucitropy, inotropy, chronotropy, dromotropy, lucitropy, right? Increased lucitropy. What is the main side effect? Hypotension is what you need to remember. Now, which antidepressant drug has anti-dopaminergic action? चलो डॉक्टर, अभी हम देखेंगे कितने लोग राइट आंसर देगा. फटाफट बोलो डॉक. Yes. Manish says over a period of 4.5 years, all 19 subjects. Manish Bede, 4.5 years in medical college में we read only one subject. During NEETPG preparation, we study 19 subjects. Do you know what is that subject? Romance. Pura 4.5 years is a beautiful resort, medical college resort, right? Cricket खेलो, किसी को dump करो, get yourself dumped. There is only one subject you become expert. Then you will realize while preparing for entrance, अच्छा 19 subjects है बोल के, huh? So no worries. Take it sportively, doc. Now everybody is saying amoxicillin. I'm so happy. So doctor, this is a favorite question. Classification, indication, contraindication, side effects, antidepressants, benzodiazepines, barbiturates, SSRIs, everything should be good. Antipsychotic, antidepressant, pharmacology, right doc? So already we discussed many times and you have so many PowerPoint slides, quick reviews, everything available in the onlineMBBS.com video library. So what are SSRIs? Citalopram, escitalopram, fluvoxetine, fluvoxamine, paroxetine, sertraline. But one thing you remember, don't tell anybody. Perfect secret बोल रहा हूँ मैं. आपको कुछ भी नहीं याद आ रहे, ऑप्शंस में अगर फ्लुवॉक्सिटिन और SSRI अवेलेबल है तो ही आंसर डाल दो, वो राइट हो जाएगा. क्यों? Why is like that? There are things like, if TB is there, TB is the answer. Amyloidosis is there in the option, that is the answer. Hepatosis is there in the answer, that is the answer. Fluoxetine or SSRI is there, that is the answer. Sir, thumb rules hai. Don't tell Dr. Murali Bharadwaj teach like that, but we teach some secrets, right? Now, what are SNRIs? Duloxetine, venlafaxine, milnacipram, then what are serotonin receptor antagonists? Mirtazapine, nefazodone, trazodone, atomoxetine, bupropion, meoncerin, mirtazapine, meoncerin, serotonin receptor antagonists. Then MAO inhibitors, phenylazine, salicylic, tranylcypromine, moclobamide. What are tricyclics? Amitriptyline, clomipramine, doxepin, imipramine, reboxetine, amoxapine, desipramine, nortriptyline. They're all the things is what you need to remember. Now, very good. Satya gives a very good value addition. Stress urinary incontinence also we use fluoxetine. Whatever. Now, tricyclic antidepressants, what is the mechanism? Once more. Net blockers, SAT, imipramine, amitriptyline. Only net blocker is desipramine, nortriptyline, amoxapine. H1-5HT2 alpha-1 muscarinic. They're all the ones, all tricyclics inhibit. The speciality of amoxapine is dopaminergic receptor antagonist also, is what you need to remember. Amoxapine is the only dopaminergic receptor antagonist, is what you need to remember. So amoxapine, where is it contraindicated, doctor? In the patients who are hypersensitive to dibenzoxapine compounds. It should not be used with MAO inhibitors. Similarly, mirtazapine. Typically, linezolid, the antibiotic, intravenous methylene blue, they're all contraindicated because that can lead to serotonin syndrome. So all these छोटे मोटे फाइन पॉइंट्स को जरा एक मर्तबे रिवीजन करना, क्योंकि if you take 100 students, doctor, who are going for the NEETPG, 80 students will not be confident on antipsychotic, antidepressant, psychopharmacology. So that is the reason you should not be in that 80, you should be in the next 20. Now, drug-induced peptic ulcer. We use the proton pump inhibitors. Bromocriptine, where do we use, doctor? Yesterday we discussed acromegaly, Parkinsonism, hyperprolactinemia. Most potent progesterone. Who is going to give me the correct answer? Let me check. Punch your answers, doc. Punch your answer. Very good. फटाफट पंच करना. 11 बजे हो रहे हैं, जाके नेटफ्लिक्स में एक अच्छा मूवी देखना है, राइट? हाँ. मोस्ट पोटेंट प्रोजेस्टेरोन. राधिका is proposing a strain. राधिका बेटे, clean ball. जगदीश्वरी, clean ball. Atif also clean ball. Gastrodine. So you should know, doctor, if you look at various synthetic progestins, at least once you should know this story. You have progesterone derivatives, 19 nortestosterone derivatives and 19 norprogesterone derivatives. मेट्रॉक्सीप्रोजेस्टेरोन एसिड आप सबको मालूम है ना, MPA. Megestrol acetate, they're all progesterone. Then you have norethindrone, allyl estrinol, levonorgestrel. They're all 19-nortestosterone derivatives. They're weakly estrogenic, androgenic, anabolic with potent anti-ovulatory action. But the newer compounds in this 19-nortestosterone derivatives में आपको मिलेगा disogestrel, norgestimate, gestodine is what you should remember. They are very potent progestins. They have anti-ovulatory action. They have no androgenic property. Typically in the women with hyperandrogenemia, already PCOD है, hyperandrogenemia है, hirsutism है, फिर भी you require a progestin, then you will prefer disogestrel, norgestimate, gestodine is what you have to basically remember. Right, doc? Now, what is the relative contraindication of thrombolytic therapy? This is the thing that will screw up our peace. So we should, doctor, absolute क्या है, relative क्या है thrombolytic therapy के लिए? Recent head trauma or a cranial tumor, previous hemorrhagic shock, stroke or SCVA within 1 year, active internal bleeding, surgery within 2 weeks, absolute. Relative. Active peptic ulcer, diabetic retinopathy is relative, pregnancy is relative, uncontrolled hypertension is relative contraindication. Relative को relative के जैसे, absolute को absolute के जैसे. इडली को दाके पूरी में डालो मत, पूरी को ले जाके इडली में डालो मत. Be very sure. Melanosis coli. Why do you get? Long-term usage of senna lead to melanosis coli. Apixaban. What is this drug? Who is going to give me the correct answer? 264. Without a question on platelets. Antiplatelets. Remember, doctor, antiplatelets के बिना अगर एग्जामिनर एंट्रेंस कंडक्ट करे तो मैं उसके ऊपर पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन डालूंगा. उतना शूट शॉर्ट टॉपिक है डॉक्टर, क्योंकि इफ यू हैव ए ischemic heart disease risk, you will give antiplatelets. For a lot of conditions, antiplatelets are the major part of the drug. How can you miss that? Examiner last 15 years में inevitably एम्स ले लो, पीछे ले लो, ऑल इंडिया ले लो, हर एक एग्जाम में डेफिनेटली पूछा. So you have to be 100% sure down. So Lavanya is proposing factor 10A inhibition. Very good. Madhusudan is also saying the same. Excellent, doctor. I'm very proud of you guys. Quickly tell me what are oral anticoagulants. Oral. Tablet inside, oral. Coumarin derivatives like warfarin, coumarol, commonly acetrom tablet बहुत लोगों को देते, 1 milligram, 2 milligram, 3 milligram tablet को. Then you have newer ones, direct thrombin inhibitors, direct factor 10A inhibitors. So dabigatran etexylate is a direct thrombin inhibitor. Rivaroxaban, apixaban, this is the direct factor 10A inhibitor is what you need to remember, right? This is the most likely MCQ in the NEETPG 2020. Dr. Madhu also is agreeing with me. Absolutely, doctor. Now, which proton pump inhibitor can be used intravenously? Pantoprazole. If rate of elimination is directly proportional to plasma concentration, what is that order of kinetics, doc? कितने बार डिस्कस किया इसके बारे में. First order kinetic is what you need to remember. Typhoid. Male carriers, though less, they are more dangerous. Males are generally more dangerous. Yeah. Chandler's index, number of eggs of hookworm in 1 gram of stool, not 1 kilo stool. Next, National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program Integrated Vector Management is done by using to control which vectors? Malaria and leishmaniasis in rural areas. Once more, all these national programs का clarity रहना आपको. Yellow fever vaccination. When will it start protection, doctor? 10 दिन लगेगा. आज लिए तो NEETPG के एंट्रेंस लिखने के बाद जनवरी 5 को आप केन्या, साउथ अफ्रीका को भाग के जा सकते. आज येलो फीवर का वैक्सीनेशन लिए तो 10 दिन. Now, doctor, in TB, impact of the control measures. How do you know? It is the incidence of the new cases. The taste of the pudding is known only by tasting it. Anti-tubercular drug, optic neuritis, ethambutol, hepatitis B cirrhosis. Hepatitis B most common genotype in North India. अरे भैया इसको भी North India, South India है क्या? D. D is not Dravida Munnetra Kajagam. D is what? Delhi. Arre. Delhi is North India, no? D. That is the most common genotype. Hepatitis virus that causes chronic liver disease. Hepatitis C. CCR5. What is the importance of it? Of this co-receptor? High resistance to HIV infection is because of the CCR5 imitation. Bartonian line lead में होता है. फटाफट बोलो मेरे प्यारे भारतवासियों, lead poisoning में क्या क्या होता है? Facial pallor, flaccid, not spastic. Flaccid paralysis, anemia, abortion, neuropathy, nephropathy also, oh my god. Bartonian line, basophilic stippling, eosinophilia. Complete picture, eosinophilia में भी lead है क्या? है. Encephalopathy, especially children may lead poisoning lead to encephalopathy. Then dry belly ache, constipation and colic, and blue stipple line, which is basically called the Bartonian line, is what you need to remember. Under permissible limit of alcohol, कितना दुनिया वालों माफ करना, मैं नशे में हूँ. अल्कोहल के बारे में विदाउट ए क्वेश्चन एग्जामिनर NEETPG कंडक्ट नहीं करेगा. You should know everything, anything about alcohol. Come on, punch your answer, doctor. Sam Chakraborty, Jagadishwari, Anjali, they're all saying 30 milligrams %. Varre vah, kya baat hai? 30 milligram %. Right? Indrani was clean bowled. Acid which is used for forging the signature. This is interesting. ये अच्छा लगता है हमको. Oxalic acid. Arsenic poisoning के antidote में, which is the one which is used? Come on, who is going to give me the forensic answer for this? Right. Question number 279. Satya is saying, sir, who forgets after alcohol or about alcohol? Now, Rohit Yadav is saying, yay, clean bowl. Jagadishwari, गेंद पकड़ने के लिए जा रहे मगर, clean bowl. Ashwin Maran, जिंदाबाद, absolutely. Ferric oxide. भैया आर्सेनिक पॉइजनिंग का ट्रीटमेंट क्या होता है? डाइमरकेप्रोल फर्स्ट एंटीडोट, IM इंजेक्शन, नैरो थेराप्यूटिक विंडो. DMSA, dimercaptosuccinic acid, fewer side effects but it can be given orally. Now, in arsenic poisoning, how do you treat? We do hemodialysis, we do gastric lavage, but don't mix alkali because it will increase the solubility of arsenic. Chelating agent, British anti-lewisite है ना, BAL, उसके साथ आयरन ऑक्साइड को ऐड करो, that is important. Incision like lacerated wound, we see it on forehead. That is the story, doctor. मजा आ गया ना? आ गया या नहीं? हाँ. So, doctor, हमको अलविदा ना कहना. So, tomorrow, once more, we will catch up. And I am just preparing 200 image-based MCQs. I mean, radiology में sure shot आने वाले questions. फंडामेंटली इमेज बेस्ड कहाँ से आता है? ECG से आता है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट से आता है, नहीं तो एक्सरे से आता है, नहीं तो डर्मेटोलॉजी का चमड़े के मामले में हो सकता है. So we will try to cover up some of the image based things in addition to our everyday grant test on the onlinembbs.com, and then having a discussion that is there next 10 days. Additionally, what else I can help you, I am trying to try. Good luck, enjoy, and with full adrenaline once more join tomorrow. Thank you and Merry Christmas.